Alright, so I just saw the movie Thor, and it was a pretty awesome movie. It's packed with enough action, but not too much to be overkill. And, it definitely stayed true to the comics. It was a pretty long movie, about 2 hours and 5 minutes, I think. And despite it being so long, it was still really enjoyable. I actually would like it to be longer. I like long movies, like 3 hours, 4 hours, doesn't matter. 5 hours might be pushing it. All the performances in the movie were excellent. I can't really say like, oh, I didn't like this person or I didn't like that person. They all did a really good job. The important, just lost my train of thought there, sorry. Anyways. Of course, if I was going to rate this movie, I would have to say, well, I am rating this movie, but yeah, the movie got an 8.5 out of 10 from me. Meaning, you need to go see this movie, and if you haven't. All the really hardcore Marvel fans already have, for sure. And even if you're not a die-hard Marvel fan, or comic book fan, or superhero fan, just go see this movie. It's got something for everybody in it. So there was really only two main human characters in the movie, which were Jane Foster, she falls for Thor and Thor falls for her. And then there was, she was also a scientist studying wormholes, and I can't remember what the word they were using for it though. And then there was also Erik Selvig, who was also a scientist working with Jane Foster, finding wormholes, like the bridge between Asgard and Earth. Those were like really the only two main human characters. There was Agent Coulson, but he was also in Iron Man 1 and 2, so you already know all about him. Now let's talk about the after the end credits, because we all know Marvel, every movie leading up to the Avengers has had an after credit scene so far. Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, all had it. And this one wasn't any different. At first, though, I thought for sure that they were going to screw us over, because after the credits, it scrolls up the very last thing. It says Thor will return in the movie, or it says Thor will return in the Avengers. I thought, like, what? That's it? That's all you're going to say at the end of the credits? But like 10 seconds after that, scene popped up, and what happened in the scene was, and if you don't want anything spoiled, then you need to get out now, because it's the only spoiler I'm giving. It's what happened after the credits. It had Erik. He was going through some like the underground type thing, sewer-looking place, and he ends up walking towards Nick Fury, and they start talking, and then Fury says, "Legends tells us one thing, history another. But every now and then, we find something that belongs to both." And he proceeds by opening a briefcase, and inside the briefcase it's a white cube connected with like red wires to a bunch of stuff inside the cube. It's like a little red keypad. Well, that leads me to believe that it's the cosmic cube, judging by how it looks and what Fury says. And then Loki, he appears in a reflection next to Erik, like a glass container or something. Anyways, and Loki's looking at the cube, and then he looks at Erik, and he's like, "Well, I guess that's worth a look." And then Erik repeats, "Well, I guess that's worth a look," towards Nick Fury, most likely meaning that Loki is controlling Erik. I don't know if that's true, but it's most likely what it means. So that's the end. That's what happened at the end credits. Cosmic Cube, Erik being controlled by Loki. More Nick Fury. And yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the end credits, about the movie, your ratings. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed.